CSEC Mathematics, May 2025. Question 1A. Using a calculator or otherwise, evaluate each of the following, giving your answers in exact form. Alright. So here, 3 over 2 squared minus 1 plus 6. Now, I already copied that part of the question over here. So let's see. 3 over 2 squared. So 3 divided by 2 squared minus 1 plus 6. Now, remember, we're not going to rush through, right? It will take longer for us to do the question here than we would in an exam, because this is for explanation and understanding purposes, alright? Now, 3 over 2 squared. Remember, when you square a number, it's the number times itself. So it's 3 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 2 minus 1 plus 6. Now, remember, you do multiplication first. And when you multiply two fractions, it's top by top over bottom by bottom. Alright? So it's going to be 3 times 3. Same thing as 3 times 3 over 2 times 2. In exam, you wouldn't really need to go through all this detail. Right? But we're not in exam today. Alright, so here now. This is 3 3s 9 divided by 2 2s 4. But anyway, remember, you must show all working. It's better for you to go into more detail than you need than to go through too little detail and lose mark. Alright? So it's 9/4 minus 1 plus 6. Now, here, what you do? You have 9 over 4. Now, you have a fraction here. Just write the other parts as fraction. 1 is 1 over 1 plus 6 is 6 over 1. Alright? Now, using common denominators, what you can do is to say 9 over 4. Common denominators, 4 is the denominator. So you put everything over 4. But, remember, this is not going to be 1 over 4. 1 is the same as 4 over 4. Alright? If you multiply both top and bottom by 4, the value of what you get is the same thing. Plus, up top, it's going to be 6 times 4 over, down the bottom, 1 by 4. But 1 by 4 is just 4. Alright? 6 times 4 is 24. So, that's what you have there. Now that you have a common denominator, you can write this as everything over 4. Because this 9/4 is really 9 times a quarter, you know. It's 9 quarters. 4/4 is 4 times a quarter. And 24 quarters is really 24 times a quarter. Now, if you have 9 quarter plus 4 quarter plus 24 quarter, or in fact 9 of anything plus 4 of that plus 24 of that, is going to be 24 plus 4 is 28 plus 9. What is 28 plus 9? That's 30. So, hold on, it's minus. Why did I write plus? It's minus, yeah. Negative 4. Alright, 9 minus 4. 9 of anything minus 4 of that leave 5. 5 of anything plus 24 of that is 29. It's 29 quarters. 29 over 4. Right? Which is going to be 4 7s 28. 7 and a quarter. Alright? It's 7 and a quarter. Now, of course, you could have done it more than one ways. You see here, this part where you have the 9 over 4 minus 1 plus 6, you could have had it as 9 over 4. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5. So it's plus 5 over 1. Because it's addition and multiplication. You can do anything, any one of them at the same time. Now, 9 over 4 plus 5 over 1 is the same as 5 fourths 20 over 144. 9 fourths or 9 quarters plus 20 quarters is 29 quarters, right? But I've done it that way. Alright? No, that's what we have for this part of the question. Anyway, let's see something here. What else do they ask you to do in question 1? Okay, this part here. 2.1 by 10 over 7 plus 12 divided by 1 and 3/5. Let's copy this and paste it over here. Alright, we pull it down and see how we can work with it down here. So 2.1 times 10 out of 7. 2.1 times 10 times 10 up over 7. Alright, plus 12 divided by, let's turn this into an improper fraction from now. 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 over 5. Alright, now this is 2.1 over 1. Anytime you have a number, it's a number over 1. Right? And since these fractions we're dealing with, let's write everything as a fraction. So the 12 is over 1 too. Alright? Now here, 2.1 by 10 is going to be 21. See that? Over 1 by 77. Okay? Plus, now let's deal with this part. It's 12 over 1 divided by 8/5. But you remember how you deal with a number over a fraction? You multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator fraction. This is the top part of the fraction, this is the bottom part of the fraction. So you could have written it as 12 over 1 all over 8 over 5, you know. So you have numerator, denominator, right? Anyway, this now, you say multiply by 5/8. Okay? Now what have we got here? It's 21 over 7. But hold on. Alright. 7 into 7, 1. 7 to 21 goes 3 times. So it happens to be 3. Since we're dealing with fractions, let's write it as 3 over 1. So it's 3 that you know. Plus, alright, how we deal with this part? We can divide, we can cancel down by 4. Alright, you could have said 12, 5, 60 over 8 and then cancel, but let's cancel early. 4 into, alright, so it's 12 over 1 times 5 over 8. 4 into 8 goes 2 times. 4 into 12, 3. So we cancel down by 3. And remember how that part works. 12 is really, the 12th part is really 4 times 3 over 1 times 5 over, and the 8th part is really 4 times 2. And you could rewrite this as 4 by 3 by 5 over 4 by 2 by 1. And you could separate it into 4 over 4 times 3 over 2 times 5 over 1. You could do that, you know. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that's how it cancels. Leaving 3 at the top and 2 at the bottom here. So that's what happens when you say 4 into 8 goes 2 times. Right? See the 2 here. And then you say that same 4 into 12 goes 3 times. And you have the 3 up here, right? And the 4 cancels itself. You could do it this way, alright, to make it clearer. But this up here is really like a shortcut method. So it's 3 over 1 plus. So we have the 3 by 5 now, you know. You see? This is 3 times 5 up here, which is 15 over 1 by 2 is 2. Okay? But then, this part here, if you multiply both top and bottom by 2, you get 2 3s 6 up the top over 2 1s 2 down the bottom. Alright? It's like you're saying multiply by 2 over multiply by 2. 2 over 2 is 1. So it's like you're multiplying the number by 1, you know. It looks different, but it has the same value. Remember that. So I do that because I want common denominators. So it's 15 over 2. This is really 6 halves plus 15 halves. Alright? 6 halves. 3 whole is 6 halves, because if you have 3 whole things, how many halves do you have? In this you have this half and this half. That's 2 already. If you half this, 3 4 halves, and if you half this, 5 6 halves. So 3 ones is the same as 6 halves, because in each of the 3 you have 2 halves. Alright? Now 6 halves plus 15 halves. 6 of anything plus 15 of it is what? 21. So it's 21 halves. 21 over 2. If you write it as a mixed fraction, how many 2's you have in 21 is 10. 10 2's and 1 remainder. So you have same thing as 10 and a half. Alright? So that's what you have there. Now, let's see what else is going on here. Alright. Now, let's copy this thing. I'm going to just erase the board here and paste this. It says Miranda earns $8,316 per month. She spends 4/7 of her earning on utility bills, food, and personal items, and saves the remainder. What percentage of her monthly salary does she save? Let us see. No. $8,316 per month. No. She spends 4/7. She saved the remainder. Now they ask what percentage, and they highlight percentage of her salary does she save. We are given the spending in fraction. So what we do, you see? Let us find out the fraction of what she saves. Then turn it into percent. Alright? So saves. If she spends 4/7, then she saves 1 minus 4/7. Alright? Now, 1 minus 4, 7. You could use your fraction calculator and work it out. But let's work it out here as a fraction. 1 is the same as 7, 7 minus 4, 7, giving you 3, 7. Alright? So she saves 3 sevenths. Now, again, you could use your fraction calculator and work it out. Now, if it had said without use of a calculator, then you couldn't do that. But it didn't say that. So 3 over 7, I get 0.428. But let us see if we can use long division and work it out. Just in case next time they say don't use any calculator. 3, 7. 7 into 3 you can't is 0.070. 3 minus 0 is 3. Multiply by 10. When you multiply by 10 under the division sign, it's like you're dividing by 10. Alright? To go to the next decimal. 7 into 30. How many 7 you have into 30? 7, 4. 4 7s 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. Add a 0. 7 into 20 goes 7 is 2. 7 2 is 14. 2 7 14. 20 minus 14 is 6. Add a 0. 8 56 is 8. 8 7 56. 4. Alright, let's stop there. So it's 0.428. Now, it asks what percentage does she save? What we have is a decimal. Alright, so we turn it into percentage. So percentage saved is equal to, well, you have 0.428. You want percent as a decimal, you want percent, you multiply by 100, you get percent. So it's 42.8% that she saves. Alright, so you see that. Now let's see what else is going on here. Now what amount of battery do I have here? Just checking. Alright. See, let me just plug in this laptop because I don't want it to run out of battery on me. Alright, good. So, we continue here. Here now, what they say is that the portion of her earnings spent on utility bill, food, and personal items is divided into the ratio of 5 to 3 to 4 respectively. Respectively means in the same order that they were mentioned. So it's 5 on utility bills, 3 on food, and 4 on personal items. Okay. Calculate the amount of money she spends on personal items. Alright, so let's copy this and paste it over here. Let me just drag this thing down here. Alright, so now the portion of her earnings spent on utility, food, and personal items is divided into that. Alright, so the spent part is divided into 5 to 3 to 4. Calculate the amount of money spent on personal items. That would be the last part here, the 4. personal items. So we're going to have to know the amount of money that she spends on that. It says here she earns 8314 and spends 47. So what amount is that? I mean 8316, not 8314. She spends 4/7 on that. So it's 4/7 times 8314. 4/7 times 83 is 8314, 8316. 8316, I keep saying 14. My. Alright, so how does this go? We could use our calculator, work it out here. Let's save some time and draw for our calculator. It's how much? 831647. So we say 4/7 equal times 8316 equal 4752. All right. So that is $4752 that she spends. All right. She spends that amount of money. Now, the thing is, you have 4752 divided into these parts. 5 to 3 to 4. You divide it up. All of this is 4752 into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That part is what? What was it again? Food and utility bills, and then 1, 2, 3. That part is food, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 part is personal item. All right, so I didn't draw my line long enough, but anyway, you have 5, 3, 4. Good. How many parts did you have to cut that proportion into? 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So you have 12 parts. And you can see that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts that you cut out the money into. Now, how large is each part? You're going to say 4752 divided by 12. Alright? So if you say 4752 divided by 12, that's going to be, when you put it over 12, equal 396. So $396 for each part. So each part is 396. Now, the thing is, they ask for the amount on personal items. So the personal part now is, how large is it? 4. 4 is 4 parts that the personal items part is. So it's 4 times the size of each part, 396. That gives you, so 4 by 396. When you multiply this by 4, you get 1584. $1,584. All right. So it's 1584. 1584. So that is your answer there. See that? All right. Now the next thing they ask. Miranda saves the same amount of money each month. Show that her annual savings from her earning is 42,768. Let's copy that and put it over here. Where did it go? Okay, it went up here. So she saves the same amount of money each month. Same amount of money each month. Now, how much did she save again? She saved, all right. So she spent 47.52. All right, she spent 47 and she saved 37. So if she saves 37, then her saving, how much she saved, 3/7 of the 42, no, the 83.16, 3/7 of, when you say off, you know, it's like you're saying multiply by, all right, 3/7 of 83.16, 83.16, all right. Now we could take time to work it out manually, but let's just use our calculator. So clear. All right, we have 83.16 times 3 equal over 7 equal 3,564. So we have 35.64. 35.64. No, that's each month. Remember what it says, each month. So if it is year, the annual saving, that means each year, is 35.64 times 12. You're multiplying by 12, right? When you multiply by 12, what do you get? Let's multiply this thing by 12 times 12 equal 42,768. So that's 42,768. So you see, it is really 42,768. All right. Now let's see what else they say. Okay, she invests the 42,768 in her credit union, which pays compound interest of 5% per annum. What is the total interest earned after 2 years? Well, okay, they say the final amount given by when the principal piece invested at compound interest at rate R for n years is, so they give you a formula here. That's the last part of the question. Let's work it out and see what's going on here. So let's paste. All right, this is where it went. So let's pull this one side and work it out. So she invests that amount of money in her credit union. Now, it says the amount, the total interest earned after 2 years will be what? So let's see something. The amount equal the principal. The principal is 42,768, open bracket 1 plus. It says 5%, so R is 5 over 100. N years 2. So you could work this out, alright? So this is going to be 42,768 times 500 is 0.05, you know, so it's 1 plus 0.05. You would have moved the point 1, 2 places to the left. Squared. So this is 42,768 times 1.05 squared, right? If you use a calculator on it, what you would have, oh, we have the 42,768 already, times 1.05 to the power of 2 equal. Alright, so we have 151.72. The amount we get is 161.72. Now, they ask for the interest earned, not the amount. So, interest would be 161.72 minus 42,768. 42,768.00. If we subtract, we are 27 something 0.72. 1 minus 8 we can't. Borrow 1 from 6 will be 5. This is 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 minus 6 we can't. Borrow 1 from 1 we get 0. This is 15. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 9. So it's 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just to check something here. Borrow. Oh, okay. We borrow 1 from 6, we leave 5. Oh, yeah. This is 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 minus 6 we can't. 6 minus 5 we get borrow 1 from 1 we get 0. It's 15. 9 and 6 15. 7 borrow 1 from 7 we leave 6. 3. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4393. Alright, let's just check it with our calculator here. Could have just used a calculator from the start. So what we have is 51, not 41. My. I have to redo that part. I made a mistake of writing. But when you work it out, it's 51, not 61. How come I make that mistake? Just to double check on the calculator says 4751.72. 4751.72. My. Oh boy. 47,151.72 minus what again? She spent and earned 42,768. 42,768.00. Alright? So just use the calculator and work it out, and we get the 47 151.72, yeah, minus what now? 42 minus 42 768 equal 4383.72. 4383.72. Okay, good. So they gave you the compound interest formula. Now, suppose next time they give you a question like this and they don't give you the formula and you don't remember what it is. What you could do is say, first year 1, what is the interest after year 1? So it's 42,768 plus the interest, or the interest earned is this times 5 over 100, right? It's going to be 42,758 times 5 over 100. That's the interest that you earn in year 1, and that will give you 42,768 times 5 over 100 equal 2138.4, and then you plus, now you add it to the 42,768, and you get, oh, this is 2138.4. Let's write down the 2138.4, and you say the 42,768 plus the 2138.4, and that gives you 44,906.4. 44,906.4, and then you do it again with this 44,906.4. So you say year 2, the interest you get is 44,906.4 times 5 over 100. So in that case, you say this times 5 over 100 equals, and you would get 2245.32. 2245.32, and then you say the 44,906.4 added to the 2245.32 would give you, this is 0.0, 1, 0, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 and 5, 11, bring down the 1, carry 1. So 4 and 1, 5, 9, 10, 11, bring down 1, carry 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, right? So you get back your 47, 151.72 if you do it that way, all right? Okay, but that is it for question 1. We'll move on to question 2 next time. So I'll see you.